Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he is really doing this. He's really doing this. What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I'm checking out Phil Collins. You Can't Hurry Love. Woo! I didn't think he did it. I really didn't think he did. I saw the title, You Can't Hurry Love. I was like, oh, he must have his own version. Nah, it looks like he did a cover of the Supremes. Does his cover rival the Supremes? Now, I think the Supremes version is the original version, and it's the most popular version to date. I actually, when my eldest daughter was, probably 1.5, 2, I'd take her on a walk in a stroller. I'd put the little Bluetooth speaker in the back, and we'd walk all over our neighborhood. I would play the Supremes specifically. I don't know. There's something about those young ladies that is just fan-freaking-tastic. Little did I know, Phil Collins looks like he did a cover of it. And today I'm about to check this out. Now, this has been requested. I just didn't know it was I just thought maybe. You know how there's some titles of songs that are similar or the same, in the music space? No. Looks like he's doing a cover. Can he rival the Supremes? Well, we are about to find out. Anyways, if you guys are here for this first-time reaction, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, let me get that logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, over there I've been doing travel vlogs and some movie reactions. However, all the music and the music reactions, they happen on this channel. If you want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description to our membership. That gives you early access. I update it every day, and there's a big catalog of reactions that haven't been released yet, so you could have some fun regardless. Thank you. Thank you for your general support of this channel. That's it, right? Huge shout out to all of the members for helping me keep the lights on, of course. Let's go. We're watching this from Phil Collins' official YouTube channel. Please go watch this over there without me and support the original. I'm going to be talking. I'm going to push pause. I'm going to break it down. Like, people are here for my reaction. And if you're here to listen to the song, go listen to it where you're supposed to. That's important because what I'm doing is never a substitute, right? All right, let's get it popping. This is the one and only Phil Collins, You Can't Hurry Love. And I wasn't sure if it was a cover, but just from the intro, it looks like we getting a cover. Okay, I can't lie. He's kind of cooking. Not kind of. Yo, Phil Collins has this whole unique, distinct voice thing that I just can't. This is crazy. He's a guy that I don't understand. Like, I question why my parents didn't have one of his albums in our house. This dude is like him and Billy Joel specifically. There's just something about their voice and their music, Anyways, I don't know. I got to listen to this. Look at the video. Let's fast forward to present day. I believe they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and people get mad when hip-hop guys are introduced there. It's more like a music Hall of Fame, but I do agree that, the OGs of rock should be in there before other genres. I actually agree with that sentiment. But anyways, Outkast, the group Outkast, and Andre 3000 did a song, Hey Ya, in the 2000s. And he orchestrated and emulated a performance from the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. But every person on stage was him. Look at this. I don't know if this came out in the 80s. This looks 80s. But this is the same thing that Andre 3000 did in the 2000s. Just saying. I don't know if he got any influence or inspiration from this video, but this is identical in the sense of the concept of everyone performing on the stage was Andre 3000. Everyone performing here is Phil Collins. And so when Phil recorded this, you can hear the ad-libs. He's doing all the backup vocals, everything. It's Phil. Anyways, Phil filled in the blanks. You see what I did there? All right.
Just trust in the good time, no matter how long it takes. How many heartaches must I stand before I find the love to let me live again? Right now the only thing that keeps me hanging on, when I feel my strength, ooh, it's almost gone. I remember Mama said, hurry love, no, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy, it's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more must I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break? No, I can't bear.
Do you hear these background, this loneliness that he's hitting? This is actually wild.
How much more must I take before loneliness will cause my
I'm not talking about the vocals in the back. That loneliness, like, that sounds beautiful, dog. Pause. Hey, yo, pause. Man, you got the right to remain toxic. Dog, he is actually cooking in this. Let's just give him his flowers. But it's Phil Collins. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm acting like my efforts don't know. I just never heard or seen this video. Good for me. But he is cooking. I was watching this video the other day about Phil Collins' story about his wife. And you guys can fact check it. The song that led up to I Can Feel the In the Air Tonight, which when I did my first time reaction, which is one of my bigger reactions, I didn't know that full story. There's a part of me that wants to re-release that reaction and add dialogue to learning about the story at the end. We'll see if I do that or not. But the story is fucking incredible in a kind of sad dystopian way, but it's still pretty wild. You know, his wife cheating, I believe it was with a painter. You know what I'm saying? And he writes the song on the receipt of he paying the painter to paint this new house where his family's supposed to live in. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the story I heard as I was kind of doing a deep dive on Phil. And I'm like, boy, he is a thug, man. Turned that one room into a studio and wrote Against All Odds and In the Air Tonight. And that, he's the GOAT, man. Talking about overcoming adversity. Anyways, I say that because when you think of the lyrics too, you can't hurry love. You know, love don't come easy. I don't know when he wrote this, what part of his relationship he was in, but, you know, there's a lot of relatability there. Actually, let's look this up and give the right people their flowers. All right. Okay, this song, the lyrics were originally written by Brian Holland, Lamont Dozier, and Eddie Holland. Their author referred to Holland, Dozier, Holland, and they were behind a ton of Motown hits. Shout out to them. They deserve credit. This is a really well-written song, and it stood the test of time because now we're watching Phil Collins do it, and he's actually doing this cover total justice. Let's talk at the end to see, did he do better than the Supremes? Let's see.
Love don't come easy. Well, it's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. Just trust in the good time. No matter how long it takes. And I break.
He's really doing this with the video. This is actually fire. I just want to go back to the lyrics. There's something special about talking about mama or dad's advice in a song. It's just special, especially now that I've lost my mother and I go back and think of all the advice and I utilize a lot of advice she gave me that I neglected when I was young. It's actually powerful and helps me raise my kids to this day. There's just something powerful about those lyrics. Mama said, mama told me, yeah, she said it. She was right. R.I.P. mama. Yeah.
Now love, it don't come easy.
Yeah.
But I keep on waiting, anticipating for that soft voice to talk to me at night. For some tender arms, hold me tight. I keep waiting, till that day. But it ain't easy, no. You know it ain't easy. My mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy, but it's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy.
Man, legend. So some of these legends are just getting older. So, I hope he's in good health because he's brought a lot of life to music and he's probably saved a lot of people with his music. Music helps us get through these dramatic times, which it helped him get through his dramatic times. Did he do this cover justice? Bro, beyond justice. I was thinking about this as we went into the end. The fact that a male vocalist could cover one of the greatest female vocalist songs of all time, in my opinion. I love, almost everything the Supreme does. A lot of their hits can't be touched, in my opinion. I love the Supremes. And that's why I haven't reacted to them on the channel, because I'm so familiar with that stuff, which, there's a bunch of stuff I would love to react to, but you guys like first-time reactions, like Boyz II Men, Supremes, a bunch of Motown stuff. But we mix it in every now and then. We revisit stuff for sure because it deserves to be highlighted. But just thinking about a male vocalist covering, in my opinion, one of the greatest R&B, Motown female vocalist songs, it kind of blows your mind. The more I think about how he's just in this pocket and even all the ad-libs and choir and everything he did to the song, he actually did more than justice. This is a great cover. Now, when we talk about covers, sometimes artists go so crazy with the cover, it's better than the original. In my opinion, this isn't better than the original. The female vocal touch to this song and subject matter just makes the original from the Supremes so very special. But his touch to it, it didn't tarnish. It's saying it's just as good. I don't want to diminish what the Supremes have. So I don't know if I want to say it's just as good. It's its own thing. And did Phil Collins do it justice? He did more than do it justice. He made an amazing record, and if I would have heard this first or never heard the Supremes, I'd be over here screaming, to the window, to the wall, to the sweat drop. You know what I mean? He smashed. So just take all that with a grain of salt. And again, I'm just a guy on YouTube who likes to listen to music, and apparently you guys like to listen to it with me. But yes, it's freaking Phil Collins. At this point, I don't think he can do any wrong. You know what I mean? An amazing cover. Did this cover outdo the original? In my opinion, no. Does it get close? Abso-freaking-lutely. He snapped. And for a male vocalist to cover one of the great female vocal songs, this MFer's willing to take on a challenge, and he understands his vocal pocket and range really well. He knew he could do this. And he did that. I like the video. I start to wonder if Andre 3000's video was a little bit of a callback to this and some of the other videos that I've seen from, I think the 80s or 90s where they did something like this, where when someone covered something or did a song and they multiplied themselves in the video. You never know. But music inspires, and the greats inspire a lot more than I knew, and that's what I've been checking out on the channel, try to get my history up, get a little more cultured as we dive into more music. Anyways, you guys let me know what I got, what I missed. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's always more important to go watch and listen to the original content where it's supposed to be listened to on the official platforms. So please do that. And hey, I'll just catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.